Hi, my name's Mark, and I'm going to talk about biological models of personality. I chose this subject or this theory, because I used to manage a national men's program for several years. So I have an interest in how biology, including gender, affects personality. So Fight Club, a film about a 30-something lonely male insomniac and biological personality were a good fit for me. I'm going to use Robert Cloninger's theory of biopsychology to argue that Jack, the central character in Fight Club, has neurotransmitters that are out of whack, a temperament that is cracked, and a character that has been hacked. But before exploring Jack's whacked, cracked, and hacked situation, some quick background on biological models of personality. A key focus of biological models is the contribution of a person's genotype and phenotype to their personality. The genotype is the genetic constitution of an individual. A phenotype is the observable characteristics of that individual, which has been formed from the person's genotype and their experiences and the environment that they grew up in. Jack would be interested to know if other members of his family also had psychotic episodes. This would indicate at least part of his condition is genetic. It would also be interesting to know if similar people with similar experiences as Jack have also had psychotic episodes. This would be evidence that those experiences contribute to, or may have contributed to, Jack's condition. Another key aspect of biological models of personality is that they extend evolutionary theory from biology to understanding human nature by focusing on the structures that underpin psychology, that is, the body, the brain, and psychological mechanisms that underpin our personality. Some biological models of personality, the focus isn't on Freudian sexual or aggressive instincts or Jungian archetypes. Rather, the focus is on the practical operation of our brains and how they respond to our circumstances. In Jack's case, it is apparent that he did not adapt well. I want to focus on three key themes in Cloninger's psychobiology theory. Firstly, the role of individual neurotransmitters being related to specific personality traits. You'll see that Jack's neurotransmitters are out of whack. Cloninger argued that the dopaminergic system is linked to novelty seeking, the serotonergic system is linked to harm avoidance, and no adrenaline system is related to reward dependence. In Jack's case, the novelty of seeking harm and hard avoidance systems novelty-seeking and harm avoidance systems appears hyperactive and in direct conflict. As a result, he has created Tyler, a alter personality that can self-mutilate or do a deliberate car crash for novelty-seeking purposes, while as Jack, he can demonstrate some relative harm avoidance. So Jack's neurotransmitters are out of whack. Secondly, Cloninger suggested there are 4 dimensions of temperament: novelty seeking, which can range from anger prone and impulsivity to stoicism and rigidity; harm avoidance, which can range from anxiousness and being pessimistic to carelessness and risk taking; reward dependence and persistence. Cloninger argued these temperaments were primarily genetically based. For Jack, his creation of an alter ego in Tyler allowed him to maintain an identity of stoicism and rigidity as Jack, but be impulsive as Tyler. Similarly, in regard to harm avoidance as Jack, he could remain anxious and pessimistic while being careless and risk-taking as Tyler. Consequently, Jack's temperament was cracked. Finally, Cloninger identified 3 dimensions of character: self-directedness, such as being purposeful, resourceful, and hopeful; cooperativeness, including being helpful, agreeable, and loving; and self-transcendence, including being intuitive, insightful, and faithful. Cloninger believed these dimensions of character developed later due to experience primarily rather than due to genes. In Jack's case, it's clear that these dimensions of character have been hacked by his life experiences, enabling him to create Tyler, who can perform acts of rage. Factors such as Jack's insomnia, loneliness, and empty materialistic life have therefore triggered his descent into mental illness. So in summary, Jack is out of whack, cracked, and hacked.